Here we are then for another episode of Can I Beat the Pole Time? Now there has been a bit of a delay with this episode. I ran into some technical trouble which I still think I may be having, but I feel like I've resolved most of it and this episode should be possible and should be doable. I do apologise in advance if you do see some screen freezing. That's part of the issue I'm having, although I think I've improved it quite a bit. Anyway, I'll keep troubleshooting for future episodes. For now though, we're going to crack on with this one and jump into it. So Lando Norris is on pole for the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. Back-to-back P1s for him. This one not as impressive as Zandvoort. Zandvoort was an insane lap where he dropped 3/10, and half a second respectively on his teammate and of course Max Verstappen. Yesterday was a different story. He bagged pole with a 1:19.327, but the top six were covered by 0.2 of a second, and that of course was Ferrari, Mercedes and McLaren. Red Bull not really part of the plans, not really in the frame. Verstappen admittedly didn't really get a great lap in, but still not particularly great from them. Anyway, we're going to jump into this one and get things started. Currently on the C3 hard compound tyre, so not a lot of grip. We're going to move up on strap modes here to 4 out of 8 to try and hopefully have a balanced baseline mode to start out the lap. So hard tyres on the go. Into the first chicane we go. We can brake super late there. Definitely a lot of stopping power. Easy on the exit. These tyres don't have a lot of grip. We still have to move down 2 compounds through Curva Grande as we head up to the next chicane, the 4-5. I know there's Variante Rogia and Variante Rettifilo. I think this one is the Variante Rogia, and I think Rettifilo, as we get all crossed up, is the first chicane. So this lap's in the bin, so we'll quickly run that back again. Into the chicane, easy does it. Don't be too aggressive over the bumps. And there we go, nicely done. Now then, into Lesmo 1, just keep it tight, use that camber on the inside. Lesmo 2, lots more camber here. You can really throw the car in and let that kind of just grip up and let it take you through. Now down the back stretch as we approach Variante Ascari. 5th gear with the new curbs through this one. You can really throw the car in and be aggressive. Nice and easy on the exit as well. And now we have 1 corner to go. Parabolica, or formerly known as Parabolica, now the Michele Alboreto curve. Gonna go 6th gear for this. Yeah, that felt pretty decent. I'll get easier with better tyres and less fuel. Up to the line then, first lap of the day, proper lap of the day, and it's a 1:22.5. So just over 3 seconds off on the hard compound tyre, so definitely time to find. So let's get to it. So now we've made some changes to the car. We have trimmed down. We are on the lowest downforce aero kit possible, so thin wings, letterbox wings on the rear, as you see in real life around Monza. So let's see how the car holds up. Of course, soft tyres will be up soon. For now, we're going to go medium, which is C4, and a few other tweaks. Fuel also has been reduced. Can still brake at the 100 pretty much for turn 1, even with the overspeed, as we have less fuel so we can brake later, less weight in the car. This should give us a decent bit of lap time, also a bit more engine mode as well, of course. Right, let's do this. Sector 2 is where it's going to be tricky. A little bit deep on the entry there. Back end wanting to just get around, so we had to take it easy on that first curb. Into the Lesmos. Oh, the back end is so loose. We've lost all downforce on the rear. I might have to go back for a bit more wing. So we'll try again. I've actually gone back up on the aero kit to medium to low downforce rather than outright low. I have lowered the front wing to try and maintain some decent top end speed. So here we go. Let's try again. Braking at 100 for the first chicane. Excellent braking from the car. Really working well. Now then, on the taps as we open it up through Curva Grande. Looking for the 4-5 chicane now. The Rogia chicane. Let's try and get that first apex. That was nice, but we just clipped the curb there on the second one. Not ideal. We'll keep pushing on though. Let's see if the car holds up now through Lesmo. Yes, it does. That's a lot better. Car a lot more stable. There's a purple mini sector, so we're starting to claw back some time. Opening up the DRS now down the back straight as we approach our Scotty. Let's try and really commit through here. 5th gear over the first curb. Keep it tight through the second to open the exit. And there we go, the mini sector's now flooding in as we have 1 corner to go at Parabolica. 50-meter board is your friend. 6th gear, just keep the throttle on a little bit, don't completely let it go. That way you keep momentum rolling. Sector 3 is all purple across the line, and it's a 21.8. So that's better. Still though, a ways off and work to be done. Now this is the one that I'm excited for. Soft tyres on our car, single lap of fuel, higher engine modes, also other tweaks made to try and really optimize a single lap. Now this one has to be the one where we get close to the pole time. We need to get close to this one. If we don't, it'll tell us that we might not beat it here today. So I'm hoping this works out. So let's find out and let's see if it delivers. Starting off with turn 1. Car getting stopped beautifully there. Braking power on point. Beautiful exit. Opening up the taps now. Through turn 3. No mini sectors purple so far in sector 1, interestingly. Let's try and find some in sector 2. Into the Rogia. Nope. That's, if you just touch that sausage curb, the car just goes like that. Let's try again. A little bit wide there at turn 2. Didn't quite get all the inside curb and the apex, but we'll push on. Again, no purple mini sectors, interestingly, so we'll need to find some time elsewhere. We need to find 2.5 seconds. Let's see. Chicane. Rogia. Lay off the inside, lay off the inside. Decent exit. Lesmo. We can go faster here now. That was nice. Good commitment. Lesmo 2. Also nice, good commitment. Open the DRS. Now we're seeing a few purples flood in as we race down towards Ascari. Let's commit big time. Oh, back end tries to overtake the front as we head through, but we're through in one piece. Right, come on then. 1 corner to go. Parabolica. Now we're seeing lots of purples as we go. Also purple middle. Parabolica. Oh, a little bit wide. Didn't really get the apex. Got a lot of front wash. We'll try and bring it in tight for the exit. Up to the line. What is this going to be? A 120.5. Right. Okay, that's better. That gives us a bit of hope. Still 1.2 away, but that's more of an improvement I thought, considering the lack of purple mini sectors. So let's keep trying to find some more time, but we're now going to start running this on the limit. So now, nothing to hide. We're going to use maximum engine mode on the MGUK and the MGUH. So this is it. Let's get to it. Let's find out and see exactly what this car has in store for us. Here we go then. Lap underway. Building up the speed. DRS open. Over the line we go purple, so already getting those mini sectors. First chicane. Getting the car stopped nicely. Car under control through the first chicane. Power down early. Still no purple sectors coming in yet. Hopefully we'll reap the benefits of that later on in the lap. But there's the first one, so the VMAX kicking in. Into the Roger chicane. Keep the car stable, planted. Nice, good exit, nice and tidy. Lesmo. Screen freeze on the way in, but we'll try and roll with it. Lesmo 2. Get that inside curb. Now we open the DRS and open up the taps. As we hit top speed, now the purples are coming in. Ascari, here we go. Going in 6th gear for a change to try and see how that holds up. Could have taken a bit more inside curb on the first apex. Just 1 corner remains. Parabolic, let's try and get the apex this time. Nice, good speed carried, and we're going to keep it tight on the way out as well. Up to the line. Do we find any time? No, we don't. We go slower by 8 milliseconds. Interesting. I'm on minimum fuel, so this is it. I'm going to redraw my deployment strat because I feel like it's very inefficient, and next lap you see is going to be my best and final attempt. You really want to attack that Ascari curb, but it really bites. Okay, 19.9. Okay, had a big screen freeze in that one as well. It's getting quite bad now, you can see literally it doesn't want to stop happening, but okay. Again, 19.5, good stuff. No real purples throughout the lap, but that brings us within 2/10. I will admit that was a very good lap. I'll struggle to beat that, I think, with the screen freezing, so that could be the one. Yes. Whew. That video has taken me 2 days to record, man, with so many issues, but that was actually half a decent lap, only a screen freeze on the back straight, so I'm taking it. Now let's talk about the setup, starting off with the preset. Now this car, the VRC Formula Alpha 2024, has a Monza preset, so I loaded that up as a baseline and then I kind of modified around that. So starting off with the strat modes, I allowed myself to basically have deployment in the key zones, only through the first chicane and the exit parabolica do we lose a bit of deployment. You can see the blue line goes a little bit thinner than the thicker version, but generally battery throughout the lap. Then tyres, C5 softest compound with 20 and 18 pressures respectively. Fuel, 7 litres, enough for 2.4 laps, an out lap and a time lap. Electronics, strat mode 2 for maximum push. Aerodynamics, I actually modified the preset and went up to a low mid downforce package. As you saw, I couldn't run the low, I was spinning everywhere. Both front wings, left and right side set to 0, so minimum on the front end. Brakes, 56 bias. I tried 55, 4 and 3, ended up going back to 56 to kind of have a stable car, which is what I was looking for. Then differential, I kept whatever the Monza preset default is, that's what it is, same for everything else here. And then we get to power unit. Power unit mode, qualifying mode 2, engine mode on map balance to not have too much over the top. You could have maybe run high, to be fair. Engine brake on 6, and then everything else is stock. I did actually crank up the camber a little bit on the front and the rear. Then everything else I believe is stock, and yeah, pretty much there's your setup. So there is your lot, guys. Monza in the books, another successful episode in the VRC Formula Alpha. That was a workout, and I'm going to try and troubleshoot. I can see some of the issues I'm having, hopefully, so I can try and get to the bottom of it and troubleshoot these new components on my PC and sort things out. Either way, I'll leave the mods link down below for the car and the livery. The track is stock in the game, but I'll leave the track skin link down below and all my other mods for the HUD and the visual filters, so go check all that stuff out down below, along with my discount codes and affiliate and channel partners, guys. As always, a big shout out to the members for supporting the channel with the videos. Like the video, subscribe. Let's try and smash over 1,000 likes on this one, and we'll see who wins the race. This video is going out just after, so we'll find out who was the victor. And yeah, guys, as always, check out 2 videos on screen, and I'll see you next time.